I've just been on social media talking with our Airbnb host, just being informed that way. But, I mean, we're not leaving our place or anything like that. And the cartel are driving by our Airbnb nonstop on motorcycles.
Right. And I guess what I'm wondering is if local officials there, are they attributing to this violence being sort of cartel on cartel, clashes as some of these folks try to fill the void that was left behind with the death of Mencho? Or are these clashes between security forces and members of organized crime?
My naive understanding of all of this is it's just cartel retaliation. And so for what happened last night, but I won't pretend I need to read a book on everything on what's going on right now. I mean, it's deeper than anything that I know about, but I'm knowledgeable in what I know. But yeah, I think it's retaliation, and I think everyone else here knows that too. So, yeah, but from what I've heard and also know, I think that things are much calmer now, and I feel really bad for the people that live here and we're just tourists. We don't live here. This is not our home. But I think it's unfortunate what's going on.
I want to take you to Mexico now, where a wave of violence erupted in several states in Mexico after one of the most wanted cartel leaders died following a Mexican military operation. The outrage comes after the leader of the powerful Jalisco New Generation drug cartel was killed, and the governor there says suspected gang members have set buses on fire. They've blocked roads in the area. They have clashed with authorities. You're looking there at video from Puerto Vallarta. The cartel boss, known as El Mencho, was widely regarded as one of the country's most violent criminals. And this is important. A U.S. defense official telling CNN an American task force played a role in that operation. In fact, El Mencho was also wanted here in the U.S. The Justice Department had a $15 million reward for information leading to his arrest. As of now, the U.S. Embassy in Mexico has issued a shelter-in-place order to all U.S. citizens in areas where those security operations are taking place. Let's bring in CNN's Valeria Leon from Mexico City. Valeria, why is this so significant? Give us some context around what's happening here.
Well, Jessica, it's significant because El Mencho was one of the most powerful criminals in Mexico and worldwide. He was the
best criminal worldwide. He was one of the best criminals worldwide too. He was doing the damn thing. Hey there, besties. Happy Monday. Shout out to lunchtime. What are y'all having for lunch if it's lunchtime yet? All right. I got coffee. That's it. I didn't get time to get anything else to eat, so I have to wait till this is over. Anyway, I'm waiting for the baby to come over. Yeah, the baby is coming over. I get to work from home today because of the weather, and it's honestly not that bad. It's not that bad. So thank God for small favors, but still get to work from home today. So I probably got to go to work tomorrow. So we're going to enjoy this day and get as much out of it as we possibly can. So I got lunch for you. I'm going to come back later. We're definitely doing a later stream because we got too much to talk about. This shit in Mexico. I've been watching this since last night. This is half damn crazy, but I promise you, even with all of the words that you're hearing about how horrible this person was, he's the head of the cartel, DRUGS, causing menacing crap all over the place, child. Reaper said he was kidnapping El Chapo kids for fun, allegedly. I don't know, right? This will still be all Donald Trump's fault. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. It will be all his fault. I promise you. Now they wilding down there and all the people. Imagine being in Mexico and you down there on vacation. All of a sudden you see all this fire. You hear all these SHOTs and just smoke billowing all over the place. You hear and you find out what's going on. And they like, child, shelter in place, child. Shelter in place. Like, that's it? Child, the cartel people said, we don't give a what? We don't give a what? They said, you take us out, you take our person out, we gonna take all y'all out. This is like what happens here, right? When, something happens with an oppressor and typically a Black person, but now it's ICE and anybody, and everybody start wilding out. Well, that's what they doing. But this, in my opinion, is true wilding out. Child, they are, Jean Lay, are you kidding me? Of course. Notorious, been wanted, causing havoc, allegedly taking people's kids, but this is all Donald Trump's fault. Cleaning up the crap all over the place. They're going to find a way to blame him. So who just said, hold on. It's Eek. Will this inspire Americans to go back and... You're so funny. Welcome to the Ish Show, okay? You're so funny. Now, we already know. But it looks like they don't even care, because usually they're supposed to care about where people come to travel. You know what I mean? Puerto Vallarta, I only know that for a place as a stop, not only on a cruise, but from the remember the movie? I'm sorry, the TV show, Fantasy Island. Child, they was always going to Port, or was it the Love Boat? Somebody in one of them shows was always going to Puerto Vallarta. Okay, it's known as a tourist hotspot. So now they said, "F them tourists." Okay, they said we going into everybody. Stay safe, child. Stay safe. They said, "F it."
Leader and the founder of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, one of the most powerful in the country. And
from the country as well, including from Puerto Vallarta, which obviously very popular for American tourists as well. We'll continue to monitor this story and bring you any developments.
There is really a trail of destruction that was left behind in the Mexican state of Jalisco and surrounding areas after the death of a notorious cartel boss. Authorities say that suspected gang members set buses on fire, blocking roads in the area.
So David said, and the Democrats wanted to keep the borders open. They had them open. And the funny thing is that from the map that I saw on one of these news broadcasts, it's like right at the end of Texas. I'm pretty sure that was Texas. Let me go over to more up-to-date stuff. So that was a 24-hour feed. This is from Houston. Travelers stranded in Mexico as chaos erupts after cartel leader deleted. Shout out to Houston.
Army killed the country's most wanted drug cartel leader over the weekend.
The death of Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, or El Mencho, is triggering a...
Child, say it again. Say it again. I like the way you say that.
Well, the Mexican army killed the country's most wanted drug cartel leader over the weekend.
The death of Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, or El Mencho, is triggering a spiral of unrest across western Mexico. KPRC2 News reporter Brittany Jeffers is following the latest developments from our newsroom this morning. Brittany.
Bill and Sophia, I've been going through that latest information and the video into our newsroom this morning. We know the leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel was killed by the Mexican army during an operation to capture him, and his death has ignited chaos in the streets. I've been going over that video. This is a look at some of the damage. If you look at your screen, you can see what's left of some of the businesses there in the area. There were also vehicles, as you can see, that were torched in the streets. There were roadblocks in the area, which is a common tactic that's used by cartels to block military operations.
Damn, was that a bus? They said, we're going to take out Applebee's and everything. Who's translator in here?
There in the area. There were also vehicles, as you can see, that were torched in the streets. There were roadblocks in the area, which is a common tactic that's used by cartels to block military operations from advancing. And while no airports have closed, those roadblocks are affecting airline operations and travelers' ability to get there. That's according to the U.S.
Damn, they crashing into the daggone. That looked like a grocery store. Now they're gonna have a food desert.
And consulates in Mexico. Now, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum has been under tremendous pressure from the U.S. to show its force against the drug trafficking. In a statement she posted on X, she said, "We work every day for peace, security, justice, and the well-being of Mexico." Now, we can tell you right now, there is no word or specifics on just how many people who have been killed or hurt in the violence. But we're gonna go ahead and check in with our Ricky Munoz. He is at Bush Airport this morning with a look on how this is affecting travelers there.
Hey, Brittany. Yeah, right now we are, like you said, at George Bush Intercontinental Airport, and only one flight has been canceled. That's going to Puerto Vallarta. Now, we've been monitoring. A lot of the flights are still on time. Now, we have some people who are connected to a lot of states in Mexico. I was able to speak to a lady. She sent me a video. Take a look at this video. It might be disturbing for some viewers. Take a look.
Child, now what they do over in that 7-Eleven in Mexico? That look like a 7-Eleven. Now what the hell did they do over there in 7-Eleven?
Video, it might be disturbing for some viewers. Take a look. This is video sent from us from a lady in Zapopan, Mexico, who is related to a woman here in Houston. You can see that 7-Eleven from her neighborhood just on fire, vehicle set on fire, just blocks from her home, armed men moving through the streets, lighting cars and businesses to block traffic. She is scared. Now, she says the city feels paralyzed. Schools are closed.
Well, she said, child, I'd have been getting on up out of there, not videotaping though.
Public transportation has stopped. She and her family are staying inside, constantly checking on relatives, including loved ones here in Houston. She asked us not to use her name because she fears retaliation from the cartel. Now, she says right now her focus is simple: stay inside, stay quiet, and make sure her family makes it through the night safely.
Imagine that being your direction, to go into the house, to stay quiet, and because they've been telling people to shelter in place. Just go home, get on the ground, and just chill out and hope to make it to the next day. That's crazy. This is wild.
Make sure her family makes it through the night safely.
We are scared. Obviously, I can tell you personally, we could hear gunshots, ambulances, and patrol cars near my house. So yes, we are anxious and uncertain about what is going to happen tomorrow. We are constantly communicating with our family and friends to make sure everyone is okay. There is fear. We do not know if the government is prepared or taking action to protect us as civilians.
They don't know that the government is trying to protect them.
Right now, flights from Houston to parts of Mexico are all operating normally, except that one to Puerto Vallarta that got canceled. Now, there's another flight to Puerto Vallarta 2 hours later. We're just trying to see if they're also going to cancel that one. Of course, we're going to stay on top of this and keep everyone up.
Anybody going to Mexico? Bueller. Anybody going to Mexico? Bueller. This one is as of 4 hours ago from Detroit. Flight from Detroit to Mexico diverted while in the air.
It's from CBS News Detroit.
Turn this bitch around.
Chaos is unfolding in parts of Mexico tonight. It's after the leader of a powerful drug cartel was killed. Now, members in that cartel are clashing with the Mexican government. This is video from Puerto Vallarta, a popular tourist destination in the country. Members...
What the hell did Costco do that they had to set Costco on fire?
...of the cartel have been blocking roads and lighting cars and buildings on fire. U.S. officials say tourists in the city should shelter in place. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Terrell Bailey. So what could have been a relaxing vacation now has some Americans stranded. Right now, citizens in that city cannot leave because the airport is closed. Our Julia Avan is live right now at DTW. So, Julia, you talked to a woman who is from the metro area, but she's currently at a resort in that city in Mexico on lockdown right now.
Yeah, Terrell, and this isn't her first time to Puerto Vallarta. She's been traveling here for several years, and she was planning on staying until Friday. Now, her and other people at that resort that she's at says they really don't know next steps. She says they're trying to get out of there as quick as possible. They don't know how quick that could be, but like she said, she is nervous for her safety. The Costco that she used to go to in Puerto Vallarta was caught on fire. She saw smoke everywhere from her hotel room, and she told me all this while remaining anonymous. Here's why.
Currently, where we're staying is one of the safer areas at the moment, but they are saying they are going to start taking hostages, American hostages, or all that. So we.
Oh, I know you effing lying. Oh my God. Oh, wait. Now, I'm not saying that it's all Mexicans that are here, you know, that ICE is trying to remove, okay? But when we were watching it, when Joe Biden was and Cam was letting them come over, they was all coming over from the Mexican border. We watched it. I don't care what y'all say. We sat here, we watched it. So now they, in Mexico, even though they're the cartel, want to take some Americans hostage? Why would they want to do that when Americans here are fighting for their right to stay? Shout out to the Beastie Boys. They fight for their right to stay here. Where those people at? They got something to say? Where those people at? They got something to say? It's okay?
This is amazing.
Y'all still gonna sit up here and be like, yeah, we're gonna fight for them to stay because we hate ICE, which really translates to we hate Donald Trump at the end of the day. Fight. Now what they gonna do? Again, I know it's all Donald Trump's fault for, what did they say, the most notorious, the most dangerous, who, if I'm not mistaken, already had, I don't know if it's a bounty, he was already wanted. He was already wanted, let me say that. Forget all that. Now Trump helped him to take him down. It's all his fault. So anything that happens, it's all his fault, because everything, it must be nice to have so much power, I tell you. Good morning, Ms. AB. She said, I'm sheltering in place due to all the snow. Honestly, I look out this morning and it's not that bad. Because if I can see the roads in the neighborhood, then that means the roads out there should be good. So thankfully, it was not as bad as it could have been. Shout out to those that get to work from home like me. Shout out to those that didn't go to work. I don't blame you. But thank God it wasn't as bad as last time, because, child, the snow just melted away. Now we got a winter wonderland out here, but that's all right. It's all good. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. Project, good morning, boo. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. He said, hey, Messy, are you going outside for the messy weather report? I did that last night. No, he said, I thought crime was down in Mexico as much as they talk about Chicago. What about Jalisco? What about Guadalajara? What about Puerto Vallarta? We're going to get to it, child. Hopefully. I got as much as I could get in such a short period of time. I only got lunch today, but I'll be back later because this ain't going to end no time soon, because I already know. I think Donald Trump isn't he doing a press conference tomorrow night? Is State of the Union tomorrow or Wednesday or something? You know it's going to be some foolishness, child. Just totally, totally foolish people, child. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
And told not to really do a whole lot. It's a little hectic. It's a little crazy. I mean, I do have my kids and my family here. My in-laws are here. We have our whole family here. So it's a lot for all of us to take in. But, I mean, we feel safe where we are. So we're not overly worried. We know we are in one of the safer areas.
Child, is there a safer area at a time like this? Because I just got a feeling, I could be wrong. But I got a feeling that the cartel don't give a damn. Now, mind you, typically, from what I understand, they're supposed to leave like the resorts alone, where people come to visit alone, so that people will still want to come here. But child, after all of this, I told you, my mom already said many moons ago, stay out of Mexico. Don't go to Mexico. Stopping at on a cruise ship, even when I get off, I don't go anywhere. I just go in the port right there. But at this point, yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look and see if they've changed their routes, meaning the cruise ships now, given all this. But come on, child.
Yeah, so you can imagine there were people stuck in Puerto Vallarta and then people trying to get there. We're at Detroit Metro Airport, where a flight was diverted here. We spoke to those travelers. So they heard some rumors going into their flight. They said when they were in the air over the intercom, they said due to the civil unrest, they had to divert that flight back. They said it was not an easy day. Of course, everybody wants to go on vacation, but they are happy that they're safe and back home.
You know, I'm really trying to look at it with a glass half full to know that we're not stuck there, because it would have been much worse if we were stranded at the airport. Yeah. So, as long as we're about like 14 hours into en route flight and travel today, but I would take that way over having to be stuck there. So I'm thinking all those people there, just trying to remain optimistic and just hope for the best.
Now, they emphasize they're happy that they're safe, but today's travel day for these travelers was not easy. Listen to this, Terrell. When they were being diverted, the travelers tell me they were supposed to go to Atlanta. That didn't happen. They ended up in Birmingham, Alabama. Then they said Delta had some sort of glitch, so it took them a couple hours to get their flight fixed. They get on the plane. They didn't fuel it properly. They were there for another couple hours. Then there was an issue with the gate. Then they got here. They said when they finally got to Detroit, it was a 13-hour travel time. Then they had to wait 2 hours for their bags. So again, not ideal. Everybody wants to go on vacation, but they are glad they are safe.
So many disruptions, but fortunately, those individuals did make it here back in the metro area. Now, as far as the airlines, what are they doing, Julia, to help those passengers with those canceled flights? Are people getting, I don't know, refunds or credits?
Oh, absolutely, Terrell. And they it's up to the traveler. I spoke to one person. They said they've already got it rebooked. They had some time during those delays to figure out they're going to Florida. Some are just frustrated. They want to go home, regroup, and figure out. They still have those vouchers, Terrell.
What a story there, Julia Avon Live.
Yeah, watch people come out here and be all like, look at what happened. My vacation was ruined. Child, go then. Child, grab a car and go. Feel effing free. I promise you we're going to hear all that. We'll be hearing that probably later. Shout out to Chicago. Violence in Mexico impacts flights to and from Chicago. Shout out to Brandon.
The violence in Mexico is also impacting travelers right here in Chicago as the U.S. Embassy urges them to shelter in place. Darius Johnson live at O'Hare right now with more on those flight disruptions and security concerns. Good morning, Darius.
Hey there, Dana. Good Monday morning to you. Right now, we know that the National Guard and the Ministry of National Defense are both protecting Puerto Vallarta International Airport as flights in and out of that airport remain canceled this morning. Now, several flights between Chicago and Puerto Vallarta were canceled or even diverted just yesterday after all of this violence erupted. Now, that security alert came down yesterday morning after Mexican military forces targeted El Mencho, one of the world's most wanted drug traffickers. Authorities say cartel members.
One of the world's most wanted DRUG traffickers. I guess that was made up too. And yet, as we can see in the comments, this is all a plan from Donald Trump's perspective. Child, I tell you.
Responded by blocking roads and setting vehicles on fire across parts of Jalisco, including areas near Puerto Vallarta. Chicagoans vacationing there say they heard explosions and saw thick black smoke filling the sky. One North Shore woman who spends her winters there described the city as a ghost town. We also spoke to another man who told us his flight home was canceled and he doesn't know exactly when he'll be able to return.
There was just a tremendous amount of smoke billowing in all directions, and it just looked like the whole city had smoke.
Security experts say these road blockades are a common cartel tactic and warn the situation could remain unstable for days as power dynamics begin to shift. The embassy advises people in the area to seek shelter, stay put, and keep family and friends updated about your location. Back out here live this morning here at Chicago O'Hare. Meanwhile, airlines like United and American, who really services a brunt of those flights to Puerto Vallarta out of the Chicago area, have not yet said when full service will resume at this time. Now, if you are heading out to Puerto Vallarta, it's recommended that you check those airlines and check your flight before heading.
Child, who going Puerto Vallarta? Because if you have a vacation schedule right now, child, who is going Puerto Vallarta? Who? To prove what? I ain't scared. I ain't gone. Don't be doing a Brittany Griner either. God forbid. Don't be doing a Brittany Griner where you reaching out to the U.S. Embassy saying, child, come get me because it ain't my fault. You know Americans crazy, child.
To the airport, Dana and Audrina, just from looking so far this morning, there are several flights to Puerto Vallarta between United and American. United has not canceled any of those flights. Meanwhile, American, their first flight out this morning has been delayed by 3 hours. So we'll continue to check in to see where things stand as the morning continues. We're live at Chicago O'Hare this morning. I'm Darius Johnson.
Thanks, Darius. He had the president and the police chief on speed dial. Do you want the phone calls between them? Are you serious? Are you talking about Trump? Are you serious? You know, I take a phone call. But let me go over to Fox. You know, you can't believe them. They racist. Americans ordered to shelter in place as cartel violence escalates. Child. Chaos. Look at this. Child, look at this. You're out here recording video. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on a second. Oh my God. All right. Let me let this play. But look at them looking at the recording. I'm going to stand back here. But I'm going to record. Oh, the freaking StreamYard. And hold on a second. Sorry, y'all. But look at the people just standing there recording. I mean, thanks for we need them, right? But I'm just saying, I can't imagine being near something like this. Jushitan, Osaka, Mexico, however you say it. And you're going to be over here recording. So it's everybody. It's not just Americans. It's everybody. They could come around the corner and say, oh, we see you. And then where you going to be? I'm just saying. So for some of y'all, you need to calm the hell down. Don't come over here cussing, especially if I don't know you. Don't come over here cussing.
by Mexican forces. White House confirming that the U.S. provided key intelligence to this operation. Former acting DEA Administrator Derek Moss is warning Americans in the region are at great risk, and he joins us now. Derek, it's good to see you, my friend. Explain to the audience who aren't familiar with him who El Mencho is.
So, LJ, thanks for having me. It's a great day for Americans yesterday. The hockey goal, the end of El Mencho, the leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, the most wanted man in the Western Hemisphere, is now dead. And that's because we have strong leadership in our country, and the Mexican government has stepped up their game. El Mencho's been flooding the country with deadly drugs for many years. If you look behind me, you'll see all the dead Americans, the dead children over my shoulder. And they're working with the Chinese.
Somebody lying. Somebody lying. Ain't no way. This is just the Donald Trump's agenda since the time that he was born, and he has been waiting all his life in order to do this and to cause chaos so that everyone can say, it's all Donald Trump's fault, yeah.
The most wanted man in the Western Hemisphere is now dead. And that's because we have strong leadership in our country, and the Mexican government has stepped up their game. El Mencho's been flooding the country with deadly drugs for many years. If you look behind me, you'll see all the dead Americans, the dead children over my shoulder. And they're working with the Chinese criminal networks. He's a huge national security threat.
Damn, and they're working with China. Oh, no.
And I'm very pleased with the efforts both in America and in Mexico, right? So you have cartel operatives all over America that were led into this country with the wide open border. And they've been here trying to, get our kids and our young Americans these dangerous drugs. So I'm very, very pleased with the efforts, LJ.
So the president's action has caused a massive revenue shift for the cartels. They have 3 operations. It is people crossing the border and they pay a fee to the cartel. The drugs crossing the border, that's more money, and then the human trafficking. The White House shut that down. Now, there are still some Americans that are traveling to Mexico. Is that safe?
Child, what is wrong with your eye, Lawrence? What happened, child? What is wrong? Let me know what's going on, boo. I hate to see you like this. Sorry, y'all.
Crossing the border and they pay a fee to the cartel. The drugs crossing the border, that's more money, and then the human trafficking. The White House shut that down. Now, there are still some Americans that are traveling to Mexico. Is that safe, Derek?
Well, let me just go back to one thing to make it clear. President Trump, before he got elected, said placing the safety and security of Americans would be the top priority, and he's a man of action. So to answer your question about the Americans, no, it's very dangerous in Mexico. It's been dangerous.
Ooh, child, this is the airport. I don't know if I had a video of that. Look, this is them in the airport.
And he's a man of action. So to answer your question about the Americans, no, it's very dangerous in Mexico. It's been dangerous there for many years. Right now, this is a wake-up call for the world about the treachery of the Mexican cartels. That's why President Trump declared them as terrorists. Would the Americans want to go visit, the middle of Al-Qaeda Central, right? So right now, what we're...
Americans, you want to go to the middle of Al-Qaeda, Bueller? Derek asked the question, yeah. Former DEA administrator.
Witnessing, especially on social media, it highlights the level of control and power the cartels have in Mexico. They're blowing up buses. They're shutting down roads. There's blockades in up to 20 states. They're burning buildings, right? So, yeah, it's very dangerous in there. LJ, I feel confident, though, with our State Department professionalism, with the warnings, the communication is going out all over the social media. I think that they're going to be fine. It's just isolated, it appears. I've gotten some reporting that it's kind of like leveled off a little bit. I hope that's true. But, again, you can't go into the middle of an area where terrorists are. It's not safe in certain areas. So, there's gunfire, there's panic in the streets. They were running onto the airport tarmac yesterday. So let's hope and let's pray that the people can get out of there and get home. And so, it's just very dangerous. But let's not downplay the Americans that are in danger today, because we had millions of unknown people coming into this country, ghost criminals all over this place. So we have a big issue. We got to continue to fight hard.
Oh, now I see what's about to be the plague, y'all. Watch. Listen to me. Listen to me if it hasn't been done already. So, sorry, my headphones came off. So Trump did this on purpose because, all things are his fault, so that he could say that this is the reason why you don't want them here, is because of things like this. You see how they act, you see what they do, and he can say, this is why we need ICE to be out here to get these illegals out. This is what I think. Allegedly. Forget that they've been looking for this man. Forget the fact that he's wanted all over the world. Everybody know who the hell he was. Forget the fact that all these different stations are saying the same thing about him. I ain't never heard of him before, cha. El Mencho, but that's not my place of knowledge. You know what I mean? He had a bounty on him. He was causing chaos. Clearly, they was causing chaos in Mexico, right? Forget all that. This is all Donald Trump's fault. I already know. Can't wait to see what BCP says about it once they come out here for CNN tonight.
There's a lot of heat going on when it comes to these narco terrorists. So any region that is a central location for these terrorists, Americans should be on high alert. We're not trying to make people fearful, but this is exactly what's happened there. They should take your warning, heed that warning. Thanks, Derek. I got to run, brother.
LJ, one last thing. Just watch the videos on social media and you'll see how
That's
dangerous
exactly
it is.
right. Thanks, Derek.
Oh, do we want to watch the videos on social media? Why don't we watch some videos on social media? Now, I'm sure he's talking about beforehand, but we'll just watch on TikTok, of course, what's going on in Mexico. Puerto Vallarta violence. Oh, no.
That explosion captured near the romantic zone in Puerto Vallarta, where violence broke out there Sunday. Video shared online showing burning vehicles and smoke rising over different parts of the city. And this shocking video of a convenience store set on fire, a woman barely escaping the flames. Mexican authorities say the unrest is retaliatory following
viewer discretion is advised.
Reports that Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, better known as El Mencho, was killed during a federal security operation. Cervantes was the alleged leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, one of Mexico's most powerful criminal organizations. In 2024, the U.S. State Department offered up to $15 million.
$15 million! Hold on, how long ago did he say that was? Hold on.
Information leading to his arrest or conviction. In 2024, the U.S. State Department.
2024. So the State Department in 2024 was saying, we need you to get this ninja. 2024. Who's in charge in 2020? Is that Joe Biden in 2024? I can't keep up. Y'all let me know.
Offered up to $15 million for information leading to his arrest or conviction. Violence continues to spread. The United States and Canada are urging their citizens to shelter in place.
It is very close to my house. There is smoke everywhere. It's almost like they made an entire circle of just fires around the city so nobody can get in or out.
Flights already en route from the U.S. have turned around mid-air. Air Canada suspended operations in total to Puerto Vallarta. The U.S. has expanded their advisory for the area to also include other tourist destinations like Cancun and Tulum.
Oh, Cancun and Tulum, no. Oh, no, not Cancun and Tulum.
This is Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth, coming at you here live in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Just had the military driving past me, and as I understand it, I should not be around anywhere where the police or the military are, because they are the target right now. As you can see, this whole place is like deserted right now because there's burning cars back there, burning cars right here still smoldering, and the situation is incredibly intense. As I'm sure you've already heard, there was a top drug lord cartel member, El Mencho, who has been killed. I believe there was a $15 million bounty on this man's head, and he is now dead, and that has caused this whole situation to pop off. The place looks like an absolute war zone right now, folks. Cartel has been setting up blockades in the streets, stopping cars. A whole bus was set on fire. You've got cartel members who literally look like the military. These guys are serious. These guys mean business. Costco was set on fire. A hospital was under attack. People running for their lives. There was the Guadalajara airport that was under attack. People literally running all over the place, screaming and crying. The Puerto Vallarta airport as well has had a big scare. A lot of people were evacuated on the tarmac. Had to run out on the runway to get away from the intense situation. And it seems like it's not about to slow down anytime soon. As I understand it, the cartel have announced that they are going to be entering private homes.
Wait, they announced? Child, they got social media. Goodbye. Child, the criminals are using social media to let everybody. And they still ain't found Nancy Guthrie yet? I can't take it.
And potentially hotel resorts at 5 p.m. Our time, if their demands are not met. So this thing could be just the beginning of what we're seeing here. I mean, the situation is so intense. I've been doing reports from my resort, where there was just smoke surrounding all over the place, cars being lit on fire everywhere. And, you know, I've been posting those to my Twitter, Dan Dix PFT. A lot of people have been re-uploading the footage and just saying, look at this footage a tourist got. I'm not a tourist, guys. I'm a journalist. I'm here working, actually. I've been speaking at a conference for the last 5 days, in attendance at this conference. And I'm here now documenting on this situation live. And it was a little...
Charles, shout out to you, because the only place I'm going is the car. Like last night to show y'all the snow. I'm not going to shit like this. You can have it. I ain't doing it.
A little scary being over there right as I'm starting the video. I had military rolling up on me, and as I understand it, that could often be cartel members. And if it's not, these guys are the guys who are being targeted by the cartel members. So very, very intense situation popping off right here. As I said, you know, go to my Twitter if you want to keep up to date with my my reports on this. Dan Dix PFT. I don't really care if people re-up the footage and get it out, you know, without credit to me. The most important thing is we get the word out about what's happening here, and that the situation is pretty dire. I mean, people are dying. It's rather intense. It's rather scary. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fly home tomorrow. I'm supposed to get on a plane, but as I understand it, the airports are currently shut down. So that may still be the situation tomorrow. So stay tuned for my coverage. I might be stuck here for a little while. If you guys want to support me, go to pressfortruth.ca. Make sure you follow me on all the major platforms that I'm posting on.
Emergency alert from Mexico right now. The biggest kingpin of the most powerful armed group south of the border is down for good today. Epic raid in the mountains of Jalisco. Special forces clashed hard with a bunch of armed guys. The main target got hit bad and didn't make it to Mexico City alive. 7 from their side gone. 3 soldiers hurt but getting help. U.S. intel helped big time, but Mexico pulled it off solo. Now it's total chaos. Massive roadblocks.
My friend just told me she's stuck in Mexico at the airport because the cartel just took over the airport, y'all. When I tell y'all the videos and the picture she just sent to me of the cartel running all throughout the airport and taking people hostage, my life is like fearing for her right now. Like, I feel so bad for her. When I tell y'all that I cannot post what she is sending me, like, there are people on buses burning, okay? There are people in the airport on fire. There are skeletons just burning in the airport, everywhere, all throughout Mexico, and it's crazy. And she said at the airport right now, people are literally burning up. Like, they're literally taking flamethrowers. And
I'm not trying to be rude. Remember that song from Faith? Burning up, my heart is like burning up. Sorry, the things that I think about when people speak, my bad.
Setting people on fire, like at every sight of a person. Oh my God, like, girl.
All right.
So real quick, I don't know if y'all done heard about what is going on.
Yeah, we know.
I am from Jalisco. I'm from a small town called San Juan de los Lagos, and I started seeing things yesterday morning on Facebook. I follow a bunch of local pages on Facebook, and then I called my family and confirmed that they were all under lockdown and that the roads going into the town were blocked. And according to my family, it's way worse than what we see on social media.
Sure.
Those are their words from people who are actually there right now. And also, I've been thinking about something that my tío said last night when I was talking to him. He said, al rato se calman otra vez y todo vuelve a la normalidad. Later on, it's gonna go down and everything's gonna go back to normal. And this just made me realize that towns like mine have been living on their violence.
All right, she out of breath. This comment says, my mom is in Michoacan right now and all the roads are blocked. Can't even make her way to Guadalajara. It's scary right now. All my family in Guadalajara knows how to respect the lockdown. Hopefully soon this subsides. I don't know. I feel like it just started, Sean.
The USA is way more dangerous than Mexico.
Oh!
So let me show you.
Come back to Mexico. Come home. USA is not the move anymore. Mexico is booming right now. Come home. More Mexicans are...
Venga, véngate, abuelita, venga, véngase, véngase, gate. Ay, no. Ay, ¿qué quieres, abuelita? No sé qué pienso, no sé, la verdad no sé.
It's jacking?
The USA is.
Did you see the red car behind saying, oh, hell no? They stopped? Oh my God. What did they have in the bags? What was in the bags? They let them go though.
What's happening in Mexico right now? Co-host the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Kaz here. Mexico is done. In my opinion, Mexico is done. Why? Because if anybody decides to travel to Mexico after what occurred today, you got to be out of your fucking mind. In my opinion, the tourism in Mexico is completely shot right now. It is very, very evident that the government of Mexico is completely lost control and is completely incompetent. They are not able to handle what is currently going on in the streets of pretty much all over the country of Mexico. I mean, if anybody decides to vacation in one of these resorts in Cancun or Puerto Vallarta, listen, you guys are out of your fucking mind. You're out of your mind.
What happens when you kill Mexico's most powerful cartel boss? El Mencho is confirmed dead today, but did justice win, or did it just start a bigger war? The answer is exploding across the map, right in front of you. Meet Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, El Mencho. As a teen, he crossed illegally into the U.S., got caught on drug charges in the 90s, and was sent back to Mexico. He climbed the ranks in another cartel, then broke away in 2010 to build the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, CJNG. From Jalisco roots, it grew fast and fierce. Armored trucks, heavy guns, massive roadblocks. They took over more than 10 states and shipped drugs worldwide to the US, Europe, Asia. Brutal fights with rivals like Sinaloa and local groups made CJNG one of the deadliest forces around. In a high-stakes joint U.S.-Mexico operation, Mexican special forces backed by U.S. intelligence from the Joint Interagency Task Force Counter Cartel, troops raided Tapalpa, Jalisco. Fierce shootout, 4 CJNG members killed on site. El Mencho and others wounded. He died en route by air to Mexico City. 7 cartel deaths total, heavy weapons seized. A historic blow, confirmed by Mexico's defense ministry and U.S. officials. One of the world's most wanted gone. But the cartel strikes back hard. CJNG loyalists unleash coordinated terror, narco bloqueos, burning buses, vehicles, supermarkets, roadblocks, paralyzing major highways, gunfire at airports, stranding travelers in Puerto Vallarta and Guadalajara. Chaos hits at least 7 to 13 states. Jalisco epicenter, Michoacán, Guanajuato, Colima, Guerrero, Aguascalientes, Tamaulipas, Nuevo León, Zacatecas, and more. Schools canceled, borders reinforced, U.S. and Canadian embassies warned citizens to shelter in place. Flights halted, civilians trapped. Mexico's nightmare unfolds in real time. They took down the king, but the war just got bigger. As CJNG fights back, Mexico stands at the edge. The fight for control isn't over. It's raging right now. What's your take on this? Comment?
No mames. ¿Están bien?
Esto es lo que estamos viviendo. Es horrible.
¡Vámonos! ¡Vámonos!
Get out! Y'all sound just like a movie.
There is this shelter in place order right now. That is the message to Canadians in Puerto Vallarta who have been stranded after this wave of violence after the country's most wanted drug cartel leader was killed.
The sky was dark with smoke. There were bangs going on, explosions, and gunfire.
A shelter in place order is in effect with all taxi and rideshare services suspended, meaning
damn, you can't even catch your Uber.
People at the resorts there are stranded right now. The airports have shut down. Canadian Airlines not flying in. Violence erupted after Jalisco cartel leader El Mencho was killed by the Mexican army. This comes 1 year after U.S. President Donald Trump listed the group as a terrorist organization. The cartel is now retaliating across the Jalisco region. They're trying to block military operations with car fires, roadblocks, and shootouts. There is this shelter in
So I want to talk about everything that's happening in Mexico because there's a lot of stuff that's happening in Mexico right now.
So I'm making this video as I'm driving home from a day of campaigning, but I wanted to make this video, and I'm making it in English to kind of give a bit of perspective, a bit of historical accuracy, or
I don't know where you at. You could be. Nice view though. Nice.
So this is what happens when your government doesn't actually have control over its own country, okay? This is Mexico right now after a cartel leader was killed, a very powerful one at that. And you can see the chaos. A lot of this footage is coming out of Western Mexico. Again, if you didn't know, all of this comes after the elimination and killing of a cartel leader this morning by the name of El Mencho. But yeah, they're canceling people's flights, airports. People are going crazy. They're running through terminals. The United States has even put out alerts telling Americans in a few Mexican states to shelter in place. The cartels run Mexico, and the cartel leader El Mencho, who just got killed, ran one of the most violent groups in Mexico. So
I feel like we already knew that, but people now want to act like they didn't know. Who do you think is in charge down there in Mexico?
it's a big deal. That cartel run by El Mencho moves tons of drugs into the United States and has gone after police and the military for years. There are new videos coming out of cartels apparently threatening the Mexican government as well as the American government. The recent operation that killed El Mencho was carried out by the Mexican government in coordination with America. America and Trump had recently been putting a lot of pressure on the Mexican government to do something about these criminals who have taken over your country. When somebody that powerful gets taken out, this is what happens. I mean, again, they're lighting everything on fire, destroying tons of infrastructure. They're setting gas stations on fire. Everything is shaking right now. There are a ton of different reactions. There could be some type of power vacuum if, you know, whoever is competing for power within these cartels. This stuff is insane. It's a lot more complex than people understand. There are also numerous videos that you can find circulating online of the Mexican National Guard and military actually gunfighting with these members of the cartels. So it's insane. Obviously, all of this is still unfolding and it's very clearly not done yet. It is 100% the case that this situation is going to get worse and there are going to be more clashes, more violence before things calm down. So if you want to stay in the loop as all of this develops,
I tell you, we are living in the Truman movie. So according to CNN, what travelers need to know as violence disrupts parts of Mexico. This was just updated. Look at this. Passengers leave Guadalajara International Airport in Tuxtepec, Jalisco State, Mexico on February 22nd, so yesterday. An outbreak of deadly violence affecting tourist destinations in Mexico has prompted urgent warnings. Hold on a second, y'all. Hey, you. I'm good. How you doing? No, not yet. Not before Friday, anyway. Not before Friday. Did what? Why? Oh no, I'm doing a live stream. I'm in the middle of a live stream actually. Oh, thank you. No, I haven't looked outside. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. No, I came straight in here and started working. Now I'm doing a live stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay. No, not before Friday, so I'll talk to you before then. All right. All right, let me finish this show. I will text you. Bye. Goodbye. Oh my God. Y'all, I can't take it. I can't take it. Anyway, my bad, y'all. My bad. Let me see. The U.S. State Department says people in several Mexican states, including popular vacation spots in Jalisco. I have never heard of Jalisco before. Have y'all? Baja California and Quintana Roo? That don't even sound real. Should seek shelter amid violence following the death of cartel leader El Mencho Oseguera Cervantes. Canada has also issued similar warnings for areas hit by unrest while warning of possible disruption to transport for those looking to leave. The UK Foreign and Commonwealth Office has urged British citizens in Jalisco to stay indoors. Although airports remain open and operating normally, some domestic and international flights have been canceled in the western Mexican cities of Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta. In some parts of the country, buses were ignited, roads were blocked, and clashes with authorities escalated quickly as organized crime groups carried out attacks. What should you do if you're in Mexico? Child, don't go to Mexico. Oh my God! Hold on a second, child. Oh my God! Yes? What is it? Jalisco? I'm not Mexican. Leave me alone. Okay. You men are gonna leave me alone. Okay. Well, say it again. Jalisco. Okay. Jalisco. Thanks. Jalisco. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh my God. Jalisco, y'all. It's Jalisco. I've been reprimanded. I can't catch a break, y'all. I could not catch a break. For individuals in affected areas, the State Department says seek shelter and minimize unnecessary movements. Damn, don't move. Remain in your residence or hotel. Child, y'all might as well live it up. Be aware of your surroundings. Avoid areas around law enforcement activity. Monitor local media for updates. Follow the instructions from local authorities and call 911. Child, imagine them down there trying to call 911. Okay, you really think? Avoid crowds. Keep family and friends informed of your location and well-being via phone, text, and social media. Here's the numbers. Anybody need the number? I can drop it for you. For U.S. and Canada, and from overseas, including Mexico. What should you do if you're planning a trip to Mexico? Don't go. Tourism in Mexico is on the rise. The country reportedly welcomed a record 47.4 million visitors between January and July 2025, a 13.8 increase on the same period in 2024. Travelers preparing to explore Mexico's archaeological sites or beaches are encouraged to prepare carefully, according to the State Department. Some high-risk areas are off-limits to U.S. government employees, which may limit available assistance. Avoid traveling between cities after dark. Ooh, Lord. Use regulated taxi stands, child. Uber and Lyft is closed down, all right? Ubers and Lyfts are closed down, even though it says or use app-based services like Uber and Cabify. I don't think they running, child. Avoid solo travel where possible. Oh, that leaves me out. That definitely leaves me out. And steer clear of remote areas when alone. I feel like these are things that we should have already been doing, but child, that's just me. Avoid driving between Mexico border cities, the U.S.-Mexico border, and Mexico's interior. So that going over the line to go get yourself some drugs or go get your antihistamine or go get your eye drops. They said don't do that, yeah, okay? Be careful down there in the lower parts of what is it? California, Arizona, Texas. Child, I do be learning. Those who choose to proceed with travel are encouraged to take additional precautions. Enroll in the STEP, Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. I'm sure the cartel will abide by that. Review the Mexico country security report for embassy and consulate contact information. Monitor updates via the CDC travelers page. Use the international travel checklist. Purchase comprehensive travel insurance. You know damn well people don't be buying no damn travel insurance. Follow the Department of State on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Child, they over here trying to get their followers up. Which reminds me, what to do if you plan to attend FIFA? Oh, that's coming up. FIFA World Cup in Mexico. Mexico will co-host the FIFA World Cup from June 11th to Goodbye. Child, I might have to watch FIFA, child, to see what the hell is going on. Y'all still going to FIFA? Are y'all still gonna go to FIFA? That's not funny. I'm just saying that sounds crazy. All right. They say keep going to FIFA. All right. Anyway. All right. I don't know if there's any more really at this point, but we'll definitely get back to this later on tonight. I will come back probably maybe around 5. And then we'll pick back up and see what else is going on. But let me move on over to the Somalis. Because the Somalian community is looking for reparations. Lord, you cannot make this shit up. But liberals are down for whatever. They want to go ahead and they want to get everybody what everybody want around this piece. Shout out to the Democrats. Now, what are y'all going to... Shout out to the pro-blacks. I don't know if y'all here or not. Shout out to the pro-blacks. What have I been saying and showing? Every single time y'all do something, somebody comes and takes it over, uses it for themselves. They take out black and they just put in whatever they want to put in. So now I guess they just want to put in Somalians who said that they were not black. Don't forget that. But now all of a sudden they jumping on the black train. I'm going to use what blacks have been saying and doing. Not saying that no one else has ever asked for reparations, but if these Somalians get reparations before you coloreds, and I'm going to say you coloreds because, child, I'm not waiting around for anything. Me personally, I'm just not waiting around for anything. But if they get it before you, what y'all going to do? I mean, they've been getting everything else now. If you see Tim Tom come out here and say he supports it, if you see Jakey come out here and say, I support it, if you see Illy come out here and say, I support it, because we've been off of them for a second, we back on that ass, right? Because have they been out there fighting on the front lines against ICE? I feel like when we was watching it, they were not. Has something changed and I missed it? All these other people was out there, including Don Lemon. I wonder what Don thinks about this, yeah? I wonder if Donnie supports it, because what was that nigga's name? Touré is the one that supports white people calling black people that are in ICE the N-word hard ER. And allegedly because you put house in front of it, that makes everything okay. Child, y'all can go ahead and listen to them niggas all you want to. I'm going to be over here with mine, because I already knew they was crazy. But y'all so desperate, not y'all, you know what I'm saying. But y'all so desperate to believe in somebody and to believe some foolishness that people say, playing in y'all's face, that you actually are allegedly pro-freaking black, saying that it is okay for white people to say the N-word hard ER just because they work for ICE. So what if we didn't like where you worked? So is it okay for white people to tell y'all, call you the hard ER too, Touré, and anybody that agrees with it? Child, I don't know what's wrong with some of you colors, blacks, FBAs, ADOS, African Americans, chocolates, ebonies, child, choose a name. I don't know what's wrong with a lot of y'all. But y'all done lost your everlasting black ass mind somewhere down the daggone road with these things that y'all are falling into and thinking that we supposed to go along with it. Then you want to act like we crazy when at the end of the day, y'all sound half damn crazy. Can you imagine the way these people always talking about the ancestors said, how the ancestors feel, the ancestors is rolling over in their grave. So you think rest in peace to Jesse Jackson. You think he over there saying, yeah, y'all, that's what I'm talking about. Get him. Get him. Oh, okay. So now I wonder what Corey thinks about it, because he worrying about with regard to Anton and how he don't talk about white men. I wonder how he feels about this. Is this okay? Just a question. Is it okay that nigga said that it's okay for white people to call black people the N-word, hard ER, and then everybody else supposed to just let it go because that nigga said it? Child, we never listened to that. Let me speak for myself. I never listened to that nigga anyway. He's LTM. If he ain't LTM, nobody is. Like, we confirmingly know that Don Lemon is LTM, but child, that Tory person is LEM. I don't give a fuck who he married to. But you don't believe me? Child, let's listen to it. The Somalian community is demanding reparation. And the word demand.
Fits into our criteria of small business owners, not those who make 200,000 and above. We don't make that much amount. We have been suffering since the crisis of ICE. We also demand an immediate help to evictions so families are not pushed to homelessness during the crisis. Our community deserves accountability. Our community deserves safety. We need also justice for those who lost their lives defending the community. Leave programs fits into our criteria of small business owners, not those who make 200,000 and above. We don't make that much amount. We have been suffering since the crisis of ICE. We also demand an immediate help to evictions so families are not pushed to homelessness during the crisis. Our community deserves accountability. Our community deserves safety. We need also justice for those who lost their lives defending the community.
So I don't think we've seen them come out and be on the front lines with y'all down there wilding out. I don't think I seen them when y'all ran up in that church. I don't think I seen them when y'all was running up and down I don't think I seen them when y'all was out there creating your neighborhoods to look like freaking Mako at this point, putting furniture out there, stopping people to say you can't come through. Now, after all that fight, after all y'all going all out for MFers that don't give a damn, we ain't even been talking about the fraud for how long now? Now the D word, I'm gonna call it the D word. Now they out here using the D word. So I just want to know what in the F they gonna do now. What y'all got to say now? Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. What the hell y'all got to say now? I want to hear what Donnie Boy has to say about this now. If y'all see anything from Rolly Roll, send it to me. Would love to hear what he got to say. Because he was down there supporting that bullshit. So now it's a big D. The big D. What happened with the fraud? What happened with the daycare fraud? The food stamp fraud, the alleged welfare fraud. What happened with all that? Oh yeah, y'all wanted to cover all that up and highlight all this other mess. They wasn't down there doing shit to help y'all. Y'all out here fighting for people that wouldn't lift a finger, and now they are de-wording reparations. Black people, child, can't gatekeep a damn thing. Nada. Everybody always take 1 second is we the blueprint, we do this, we're in charge of that, we started this, we started that. Well, why don't we ever gatekeep shit? Why don't we ever keep shit? Why don't we ever make it so that this is our shit? You can't use it. They was out there using Say Her Name. Y'all got mad, but you still was fighting for them, remember? Say My Name was supposed to be the stuff that the Black Lives Matter used, and y'all took it over and said, we do that. So every black person is supposed to remember all the Say My Names. I can't do that. But rest in peace to all those people. Then it's racism. We just watched yesterday the ABCD in that wrestling, or no, that wasn't even wrestling. I forget what it was. We watched that ABCD yesterday talk about being oppressed and this is not right. It's a racism. With that story with regard to maybe we didn't talk about it, but I revisited it for some reason. The story where they're out there in the streets of Portland or Seattle, and they're allowing rampant, let me be nice, prostitution in the streets. They not gonna hurt nobody. They're not gonna stop nobody. They're not gonna issue no tickets. So they out there doing whatever, whenever, however, and all the developments in the neighborhoods. And when somebody tries to stop them, they're saying that's a racist when you're A, B, C, D. We've gone through so much along with our Black sisters and brothers. What are you talking about? Child, what are you talking about? You ain't talking about me. Child, you ain't talking about me. And they was just as lily white as the palm of your fucking hand. Who are you talking about? Who in the hell? Anyway, gatekeep nothing. Gatekeep nothing. Child.
So y'all mean to tell me that the Somalis are now demanding reparations because of ICE? Are you for real? Are you serious? Because let me tell you something. That is the greatest way to start a civil war. Give them reparations if you want to. And the Black community been promised reparations from the Democratic Party since what, the past 160 years, basically? Like, be for real.
Now, wait a minute. Did she say of the last 160 years, the Democrats have been promising reparations? So how many years do it take, Bueller? How many years do it take, Bueller? You know Gavin is out there saying this all the time. We got you, we got you, we got you. And then he pulls the rug out from under y'all. And yet y'all still up and loving that ninja. So now you want to be upset because they out here demanding and commanding reparations. So, I mean, you not going to go back on this. You was out here cutting for them. You was protesting for them. You was out here fighting for them. This was people like her. I promise you. I'm not saying she was actually there, but I promise you, this is a person, one of the 92%, okay, that was out here saying, yeah, because it's all about Donald Trump. See, this is what happens when your mind is warped and you're focusing on one thing that don't make no sense to begin with, right? So you let all these things slip through the cracks because you don't want to see nothing else because you are bonding over your hatred for one damn person that has no bearing in your life. At the end of the day, honestly, you allow this to slip through because Jakey, Illy, and Timmy got more say over what goes on down there in Minnesota than does Trump. Then y'all said, free Don Lemon, he ain't do nothing wrong. That other Black Lives Lady matter woman, she didn't do nothing wrong. This ain't right. This ain't fair. Y'all allowing white people to call Black people a hard ER if they work for ICE. This is the food lit. Y'all, hold on a second. Look. Yes. Oh, okay, but you're done. Awesome. That's good. Is that your workout for the day? We opening up? Ugh. Okay. Yeah. All right, let me know. I'm streaming. That's fine. I still answered you. I'll talk to you in a few. All right, bye. Y'all, Lord, any other man want to call me? Lord, help your people. I don't even know where I was. Shout out to y'all, though. Thank you so much for being here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Thank you, Trey, for being a member for 6 months. Shout out to all the channel members. I see you. I appreciate you. He said, have you seen Gavin's interview about not
This is amazing.
About not being able... Hold on, I lost the damn super chat. About not being able to read a script and saying he's like Black people basically saying we can't read. Yes, congratulations. More to say. I got it queued up. I don't know if I'll be able to do it now. We're a little bit over an hour. Nobody's checking for me, but I'll see if I can definitely cover it later tonight. Y'all make sure you come back. I'll be back probably around 5 p.m. But that was my trainer, so I'm going to go to the gym at some point. So it's kind of up in the air with regard to that. Thank you for being a member, Boo. I appreciate it. Hamilton, thank you, hon. I appreciate your support. He said, what the F is she demanding? Aren't these the same folks that have scammed America out of billions of dollars? Child, you're supposed to forget about all that. GA, listen, You're supposed to forget about all that. That's not a big deal, okay? What's the big deal is anything that has to allegedly do with Donald Trump. That is the only thing that these people allegedly want to focus on. And people that fall for that are the ones who are effing around and finding out.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist! Racist!
For real. It's the audacity for me. You have the audacity to come to my country, to steal from me, and then demand reparations when you have literally done nothing. At least Black people got a case when they asked for reparations because they were brought here on their own. They didn't come on their own. They were brought here and they had to build.
Oh no, I think her shirt says conservative, so I take that back. I take that back. She clearly ain't in the 92%. I don't think so. I think that's what it says on her shirt.
Build this country for free, okay? They were slaves, okay?
Oh, hold up. Not out here building the country for free, child. Y'all got to do better.
Builds the pyramids. Slaves builds the Parthenon. Slaves builds America. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you.
And we're done. We're done. We're finished.
Shout out to Big Tiff. I'm on your ass too.
And we couldn't even get reparations, but y'all demanded reparations because y'all feelings is hurt, because y'all got caught stealing. Like, dude, baby, let me tell you something. This is really pissing me off. It's the audacity. And then you have a press conference to announce that you want reparations. Are you cool?
Yeah.
Are you cool? Bro,
Yeah.
They don't round these mugs up and send them back to where they came from. So
round them up and send them back where they came from. No, they are citizens. No, they belong here, child. They belong here, child. We have suffered. We belong here. That's what they down there fighting for. Lest we not forget it. That's what all this chaos for the last, how long has it been, y'all? 60 days? Maybe since November. All that chaos down in Minnesota that spread to all these other states and cities. Child. That's what y'all, maybe not her, judging from the shirt. No. Blacks are fighting. Yes, I know there's other people that are fighting. I'm talking about Black people because I am Black. Y'all the ones that are fighting for these people to stay here. Oh no, they not. It's okay. This country's made up of immigrants. It's okay. They can stay. They don't do anything wrong. You don't know. Which translates to Trump is bad. Trump is bad at the end of the damn day. Too focused. Can't think. Don't think outside of the box. Don't think about downstream impacts like I always say. In the moment, in your effing feelings, and don't take no time to think things through, listening to mugs that don't give a shit about you. But child, what do I know? Go on, girl.
they can have a greater appreciation for America. That's going to be a problem. That's what needs to happen. They need to go back to where they came from so they can realize just how good they got it here and stop reparations. I don't think I'm gonna ever get over this. I don't think I'm gonna ever get over the fact that the Somalis are asking for reparations. I will never get over this. That's a problem. That is a whole problem. And the real problem is, you liberal white people, y'all letting them feel like they got the power and authority and they're entitled to it. Y'all letting them feel like that. Give Somalis reparations, and that's going to indeed start a civil war.
Hold on. She's saying it's so white people, but white people do it too. Now it's the white people's fault. Well, what is Don Lemon, y'all? What is that crazy lady up in Philly who was I don't know if she's a sheriff or whatever. What is she? What is Torre, y'all, out here saying that it's okay to use the N-word hard ER by white people? I'm confused. What I'm missing. Now listen, y'all already know. Y'all already know about liberal white women. Okay? They are a mess.com and will ruin a fucking Tupperware party. You heard? I said that. I meant that. But they out here thinking that they know everything. I told them bitches to shut up back when they was sitting up here talking mad sugar honey iced tea about black kids in front of Ivan Bates. Black kids and a black ass DA with a black ass mayor, and you think you got something to say? Sit your ass down.
What kind of shit is that?
What kind of shit is that? King Horror, thank you, boo. He said, wake up time. They still won't wake up. I cannot wait. Please send me these videos. I can't wait to see what these Negroes have to say. I really cannot wait to hear it. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to Chris Creative. Thank you, boo. He said, remember when Tren de Agua took over the apartment complex in Colorado? Pepperidge Farm remembers. No, that wasn't a thing. That was fake. That was made up. That was Trump's fault again. That was just lies. Let me see. What was that? What is it? They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. I don't even think I have.
They're eating the dogs. The people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs. Find the way they've gone. Dogs, dogs, dogs. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, eating the cat. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat. They're eating the dog, eating the dog, they're eating the dog, 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 they're eating the dog, eating the dog, they're eating the dog, dog. Millions and millions of dogs eating the dog, they're eating the dog, 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 they're eating the dog, eating the dog, they're eating the dog, dog, dog. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat. Eating the cat, eating the cat.
Shout out to Uncle Rick. Thank you, boo. He said fake news. Yeah, it's fake news, child. I don't know. They're not really asking for nothing. It's okay. And then if they get it, I'm gonna sit here, like Trent says, in the folding chair with the popcorn and something to drink and just watch. Because, child, this is allow this shit every single freaking time by going and listening to people that do not have any of our best interests at heart. They are worried about themselves only and freaking thinking that Democrats love you, are trying to save you. If you can't see that yet, you will never see it, child. That's why I ain't got time. Shout out to JP. Thank you, boo. He said, you know, that is my ish. Play it again. I will play it after this, lady. Let me hear what she. Damn, them boobs is boobing, child.
Somalis are demanding reparations because of what happened with ICE. Send a flood. Look at this. Can't make this up.
Fits into our criteria of Somali, of small business owners, not those who make 200,000 and above. We don't make that much amount. We have been suffering since the crisis of ICE. We also demand immediate help to evictions so families are not pushed to homelessness during the crisis. Our community deserves accountability. Our community deserves safety. We need also justice for those who lost their lives defending the community.
This is outrageous. Hilariously outrageous. Very bold for people that was allowed into a country to seek refuge from their own country who actually owes them something. What? It gets to a point, y'all's community that you demanding stuff for literally scammed the government out of $1 billion plus dollars.
Allegedly, girl, allegedly.
what in the Twilight Zone upside down Freaky Friday Matrix type of shit is going on?
Mm-hmm.
You can't, what? It like y'all sitting up here demanding things from the United States government that allowed you all to come in here to seek refuge. Literally over 80% of your community is receiving government assistance. Y'all haven't been paying into the system for centuries. Y'all didn't build this country. Y'all don't really add. What did y'all add to the infrastructure? Coming here and starting a business is not the same as building a country. Coming here and opening a daycare center and
well, honestly, y'all shouldn't be mad at the Somalis for asking. I mean, anybody can ask for anything, right? Ask for whatever you want. Child, I feel like enough of them have gotten reparations by way of all that crap going on in many a city, but let's just say Minneapolis, right? So when you should be outraged is if they get it. That's when you should be outraged, is if/when they get it.
You couldn't make this up if you tried. The Somali community in Minnesota is demanding reparations for, get this, ICE trauma. I wish that was a joke, but it's not. They actually held a press conference to discuss what they want. They listed out all of their demands.
This program fits into our criteria of Somali, of small business owners, not those who make 200,000 and above. We don't make that much amount. We have been suffering since the crisis of ICE. We also demand.
They have been suffering since the crisis of ICE. When did that start, y'all, in Minneapolis? What about November? May, let's say October. So you deserve reparations. Woo! It ain't even been 6 months.
And immediate help to evictions so families are not pushed to homelessness during the crisis. Our community deserves accountability. Our community deserves safety. We need also justice for those who lost their lives defending the community.
Now, if you went and listened and couldn't understand a word she was saying, don't worry, I have the translation. They want free cash grants to all immigrant businesses under 200K in revenue. They want no evictions and free rent for immigrants. They want the government to come out and publicly apologize for all of the harm and trauma that ICE has caused. They want
Child, shout out to the white man for the translation, child. Shout out to the white man for translating.
They want if you went and listened and couldn't understand a word she was saying, don't worry, I have the translation. They want free cash grants to all immigrant businesses under
free cash grants to all Somali businesses under 200K
in revenue. They want no evictions and
no evictions, child.
Free rent for immigrants.
Oh, and free rent. Wow.
Immigrants. They want the government to come out and publicly apologize for.
Now, when do y'all think you ever gonna see Donald J. Trump come out here and apologize for shit? Now, when do y'all think you ever gonna see Donald J. Trump come out and apologize for shit? I don't think I will be alive to see it.
All of the harm and trauma that ICE has caused. They want
the harm and trauma that ICE has caused. Child, let's see. I'm telling you, can't wait to see what these pros have to say. They'll say, we agree. Watch. We agree. Why?
Reparations for all of the, quote, trauma that ICE has caused. And lastly, they want ICE banned from their communities and their neighborhoods.
They want ICE banned from their community. Shout out to the Somalians. Okay, you're absolutely right. Timmy, Illy, and Jakey will apologize. Just like, I don't know, remember when Nancy got down on her knee in her kente cloth, child? You never know. Listen, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened.
Wonder why? This is parasitic behavior. This group is not benefiting America in the slightest. It's selfish. It's take, gimme, 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 and give nothing in return. So how about this? Give the taxpayers reparations for the $19 billion you've stolen from them.
We have suffering since starting for ICE. We wanna, whoever bring over here, we wanna they pay. Only that's what I'm saying. And I'm asking our government and our state. We are taxpayer. We need pay back whatever they committed ICE. Thank you very much.
No entiendo. No understando.
So let's examine some failed political stunts today, because apparently Somali activists in Minnesota are now demanding reparations. Yes, I'm not making that up. After defrauding the government for billions of dollars, they are now quite shamelessly attempting to defraud the government again. And it is truly stunning behavior when you consider, given the whole fraud situation over the past couple of months, you might think that now ought to be the time to lie low, self-reflect, even if you want to put the best foot forward for the community. Maybe it's time to show everyone that, hey, we're not who you think we are. We're actually hardworking, honest business people. We're not all living off the government, defrauding welfare, receiving fake government grants, and yet apparently the opposite here is happening, where today a bunch of shameless Somali activists decided to hold a big
so they even got that part of the blueprint. They said, we're going to practice activism. Now they're Somali activists, child. Thank you, Romello. He said, all I know is Biden is asleep and Cam is at a party with Beyonce. I got y'all on the music. I got y'all. Ooh, I'll let some things get underneath my skin. And these long alien-faced, flat-footed, dry ass sheep Somalians with they funky flat foot flip-flop wearing asses. Oh no, that's a racist. Asking for reparations because their community stole $18 billion. Now wait a damn minute. So now y'all want to talk? Now y'all want to go back and start talking about the fraud? Wait a damn minute. So now y'all want to acknowledge the fraud? Interesting how this is working out, y'all. Because didn't we say we need to talk about the fraud? And everybody's like, nah, ice, baby. That's the problem. Look what they doing. How dare they? Not our neighbors. This ain't right. We need to fight. What you gonna do? This all Trump's fault. This is racist. Now y'all want to go back to the fraud? Oh no. This is why I don't be listening to these people. From taxpayers. And then their representatives didn't want to work with ICE to get them people to fuck from out of there. And all of a sudden, they think us, we the American people, should be giving them reparations. When black folks ain't never got Democrats or Republicans to agree on giving the emancipated people of slaves. Hold on. She just brought in the Republicans. I thought that y'all was expecting it from the Democrats. Why are we trying to slide in the Republicans? I'm sorry, did they ever say that they was on board with reparations, Bueller? Now, this is nothing that I know about, so I'm gonna allow y'all to let me know. Were the Republicans ever on board with the reparations to begin with? This is amazing. I thought that's what the Democrats were saying and doing. Is it just me? Am I wrong? I'm a little bit confused. Let me know what I'm missing. JP, hurry up, heifer, drop my stuff. I got a meeting. Get to work.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, 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 millions and millions of dogs, eating the dogs, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the dogs, eating the dogs, and it's a shame. Eating the cat, eating the cat. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat. They're eating the dog, eating the dog, they're eating the dog, they're eating the dog, eating the dog, eating the dog, millions and millions of dogs, eating the dog. a shame. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat.
Oh, Lord, help your people. Yes, get back to work. Thank you, Boo, for another 10. He said thanks. Yeah, get to work. Go do some work. Can all the men in my life please go do some work and leave me alone? Talk to me after 5. All right. Shout out to you, Boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Coffee Shop said the Republicans' reparations were not monetary payments to people, but programs and other measures, which I think is a good thing, honestly. But look at what is his name? Newsom, and him allegedly trying to always say he gonna give reparations, and then they renege at the end. And that's not always his fault. They renege at the end, but then they get re-excited every single time. It's the same play over and over again.
Reparations check. Who the fuck do these people think they are? They're not black. They're not black. We would never step on their toes like that. These is some disrespectful motherfuckers. Ooh! Delineation has to happen.
Oh, now we want to delineate?
It is a must.
Now we're going to delineate.
Because they want to erase us.
Look, if I could be honest, y'all, I don't think the Somalians is thinking about black people. I don't think they give a damn. See, that's the difference between others and black people, in my opinion. This is just my thought process, right? Black people swear that other people are just thinking about them all the damn time. I don't think that's true. I think they see what they want. I think they go after it. Now, I'm not saying that they're not taking the play that black people use and then taking it and inserting self. That's what I think is being done. But they don't give a damn whether you there. None of these groups give a damn if we're here or there. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, black people don't gatekeep shit. They keep falling for the same shit. You ingratiate yourselves, and I say you because I don't. You ingratiate yourselves with these people that don't have your best interest at heart. They're only thinking about them. That's why we got that Charlie Brown with the football with Lucy, because it's the same play over and over and over again. We just keep watching it over and over and over again. Stand on nothing, run off at the mouth, get absolutely nothing, whine, cry, and complain when someone else goes and uses the damn same tactic and allegedly maybe get what it is that y'all have been looking for. Allegedly. Okay? Sit here and say some mess talking about they want to destroy us. They ain't thinking about black people. That is not what is going on. They're using the tactic, and probably it will work. Somebody said if a different president was president, they probably would get it all. You're right. But whoever said that if that's specific to Minnesota, then I can see Jakey, Timmy, and Illy doing exactly what they're asking for. I can see it. I can see, this is what we have to do for our brethren. Shout out to all the blacks in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Is it Minneapolis? Wherever it is, child. Down there in Minnesota, okay? Focusing on the wrong damn thing and will not listen to anybody else. These same people that you're listening to are getting you the same fucking result. Nothing. It's just a bunch of talk while you get delivered to Democrats every single time. I love how y'all think that everybody that's a Republican is racist and nobody that's a Democrat isn't. How do you think that? How can you say that white people are racist? Like, it's white people on both sides, full of them. Just because more black people decide to vote on Democrats, they don't make them any less racist. That just means that that's just the racist you choose.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
When are y'all going to get it and listen and try something different and listen to somebody as opposed to these same old niggas that's doing the same old shit and ain't a damn thing changed? And then you listen to Corey Holcomb talking about, but you never talk about what, man? Focusing on this same old wrong bullshit. Same old wrong bullshit. Ciao. Next.
Lead program fits into our criteria of Somali, of small business owners, not those who make 200,000 and above. We don't make that much amount. We have been suffering since the crisis of ICE. We also demand an immediate help to evictions so families are not pushed to homelessness during the crisis. Our community deserves accountability. Our community deserves safety. We need also justice for those who lost their lives defending the community. I want to say thank you to those who drove across this.
The Somali Muslim community in Minnesota are now asking for reparations from American citizens after the ICE raids and Trump.
We have been suffering since the crisis of ICE. We also demand an immediate help to evictions so families are not pushed to homelessness during the crisis. Our community deserves accountability. Our community deserves safety. We need also justice for those who lost their lives.
I'm listening to her. Let me look at one more.
Lead program fits into our.
Oh, shout out to whoever did this. We demand, we deserve, and we need. Somebody said they need to get the hell out the country. Yes, Shark Bite. The big D word. Not that D word. The big D word is demand. The new D word is demand. Okay? But let's listen to, you know what? I'll say that for later because, you know, I actually found this from Tariq. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. You know he is on it. You know he is on it. I'll wait on that one. But anyway, so yeah, so that's, we'll get back to more of that later. I promise y'all, okay? An hour and 40 minutes in, child, we might as well go for the gusto. So I'll be back tonight, probably closer to 6 o'clock. But before we go, so we can go off on a high note, there's more Anton Mika situation. All right. So House of Hypocrites, shout out to the House of Hypocrites, has another video. And it says, wait till Anton Daniels' wife sees him doing this, child. And I don't know what is left. Child, what is left? I don't even know. Anyway, shout out to y'all. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Turning down, you funky hoes. Y'all reach out. No. Let's get to
I got a fleet of hoes right now that will come and finesse you out of your socks, nigga.
But I'll keep it a buck. You know what? I'll keep it a buck with y'all. Anton definitely asked me to come to Detroit before.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Y'all, listen. I'm gonna be for real. No. Defend it now. Y'all want to have some real conversation? Let's get to it. And I'm gonna tell you what really happens. I'm gonna tell you what really happens. You don't want to hear it because you know it's the truth.
You're not even speaking your real truth right now.
I'm gonna speak my real truth. I'm gonna tell you. I call my fucking wife and she'll tell you what's really happening. I'm gonna speak my real truth. I'm gonna tell you. I call my fucking wife and she'll tell you what's really happening.
He can call his wife and she can let us know what's going on. Well, let us know what's going on, partner.
I don't talk about what it is that I do in the bedroom and all of that shit. I ain't gotta prove how many women that I have on my team or the fleet or anything. I don't talk about that. All we gonna do is we gonna just play it. We gonna play it out.
What do you mean you don't talk about what you do in the bedroom, my nigga? Are you insinuating that you and your wife bring women to y'all bedroom?
Hypocrite, that's not what I'm hearing. Oh no, what is going on? I can't do it. Oh my God.
Is that because that was just random? That was random. That's why people.
She was still there. I'm telling you, and I don't even watch that show, but when I just go by and her face is usually on the thumbnail, I feel like I ain't seen her no more lately. Let me just say lately. Wow.
People think your wife gay now, nigga. This performing shit is starting to affect other people name, image, and likeness that's connected with you. Because you keep doing this shit for content. Let's watch some content then.
Ooh.
Because that's an indication that her character is just like yours, my nigga. That's what you indicating. You got a fleet of hoes that your wife know about. But then you say you ain't never cheat on your wife. So maybe you are mischaracterizing these particular women that's around you because you see them as hoes. You feel me? And what you do to hoes, you use hoes. But this particular woman probably should have put her under a goddamn NDA like you did your other hoes. But she got a lot to say. So nobody can say, oh, it's a man hating because he broke, or he ain't got the followers or subscribers, or he just doing it for clicking views. You can't say, oh, this is an ugly woman. You can't say this is a disgruntled woman. She turned down your advances. And then you start to slander her for the shit. Because she wasn't going to be one of your hoes. And there's a lot more women. A lot more women. They got something to say about Anton Daniels. That is aesthetically appeasing. And I'm gonna give that nigga Anton some credit. At least you shot at a dark-skinned woman this time. Cause you know you don't prop them type of bitches up. You go.
Oh Lord, now we going into the colorism conversation, y'all. Lord help your people.
For the light bright, everything that is opposite of your wife.
Not the light bright. Shout out to the light bright stuff. Because I do be saying that too.
Let's get into the video.
What's your name? Goat B1 Taz. Sir, I was never that man's nothing. I was somebody on a panel. Okay, let's not tie me to him in that way by any means, shape, or form. Okay, like there's no connection there. All right. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't like that. I was just a guest, and that's it. That's it. Never. Ever. But I'll keep it a buck. You know what? I'll keep it a buck with y'all. Anton definitely asked me to come to Detroit before. He definitely DM'd me on that one day. And mind you, this was several shows after I had been on his panel. Right? And when he asked me, when you come into the D, I said, for what? What's in Detroit? And he said, you'll just have to trust me. It'll be fun. And fun in Detroit. I ain't never heard of that. Never heard of that. Well, you'll just have to trust me. What difference does it make, right? He's talking to me. He's not giving me any. Now, if he's DMing me like this, somebody that he has gotten into it multiple times with, right?
Hold on, let's get to no.
If he's DMing me with this pimp talk, because that's.
Is she dark skinned? I don't think she's dark skinned. She's just brown skinned. Brown skin girl. I feel like we're the same complexion. Am I dark? I mean, I don't care about none of that, but I just feel like she's just brown skinned.
Exactly what it sounded like. You just got to trust me. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. And I said, for what? What do you ask me? What do you ask me to come to Detroit to do? Right? Well, what difference does it make? You'll just have to trust me. I said, it makes all the difference. I need details. And you know what he said to me? Just let me know when you're ready. Because you'll just have to trust me. Never spoke to him about it again. And it never played out. Why? Because I'm asking too many questions. I'm not excited because you DMing me asking to bring me to Detroit for what, nigga? And this was like fresh off of the conversation that he had about having women that he work with or are friends with, how they pussy got to be on the table for him. My pussy ain't never on the table. And you're not going to parade me around like, you know what I'm saying? Like Mika, like Molly, like Q, or whatever the case may be. No.
Mika goofy ass.
I name it all. Oh no. She naming names and shit. Oh no, I cannot. Milky chocolate. Shout out to Uncle Rick. I appreciate you. I think Jazz is beautiful, honestly. When she had that hair down with the part, I love that. I think she's adorable.
Off of the conversation that he had about having women that he work with or are friends with, how they pussy got to be on the table for him. My pussy ain't never on the table. And you're not going to parade me around like, you know what I'm saying? Like Mika, like Molly, like Q, or whatever the case may be. No.
Mika goofy ass was so infatuated with trying to get the spotlight and some fame. Her goofy ass just jumped up with no regard to her motherfucking husband and said, yes, Anton. She like, man, you know one thing about dark-skinned women, and this is the only thing I date is dark-skinned women. They the most down-to-earth, straightforward type of women. Why when they talk about colorism, they not talking about how real dark-skinned fucking black woman is? How they gonna mean what they say, and they gonna say what they mean, and you gonna have to come to them with a level of respect. You feel me? I ain't, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do it. I was gonna say something.
Don't do it.
But now, why you don't talk about that? Why y'all don't talk about how dark-skinned women be so authentic? Now, it's some bullshit that black bitches like, though. But we ain't talking about black bitches. We talking about dark-skinned women who carry themselves with a certain level of respect and decorum. Like this woman is. Don't sit on your platform telling me that, oh shit, all women that I invite out or fly out as a married man have to at least have that box on the table for me to sniff. At least. And she's saying, why would you DM me after you done made this bold statement on your platform? Like I'm one of your hoes. Like I'm Mika.
Oh no, the inadvertent shade. Mika taking strays. Come on, HOH.
He would have DM'd me, yo, Jazz, I got a cool idea. I think we could do something. I know we look like enemies, but maybe we could collab and do something, you know, that'll help you grow in your channel. If he would have came at me like that, I would be like, can I bring my nigga? Can I bring my man? Because if it's strictly business, it shouldn't be a problem. We could do it. We could do a double date. Me, you, and yo. But see, it never got that far because I didn't have stars in my eyes. Mika said as soon as he DM'd her, she was like, yeah, I'll go do the interview.
But what you did say, Jazz, in case she's listening, is that you would do it if it was to help with the content, if it would help to grow the channel. So I agree. Obviously, I'm assuming you heard me, Uncle Rick. After everything that Kevin Samuel said, everybody was all, and now you see it in real time. You know, people got all these issues, and everybody all moral police around this bitch. But, and I mentioned that Kevin Samuels also said that you don't bring embarrassment back to home. You don't bring babies. You don't bring diseases. And this definitely, this whole situation goes against that. And, but Jazz just said that if it was to grow the channel, you know, and to get the flow going for the content, then maybe it would be okay. I mean, I know in the end she put on, if I can bring my man, but is that even good enough? If you can't stand Anton, he ain't ish. I'm not on the table. I'm not on my, you know what, my OPP female is not on the table. Why go? Why would you go? Why would anybody go? Because is that supposed to stop? Is that supposed to go away if that's what he's supposed to be doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Maybe it's just me. Ciao. Shout out to the Organically Grown channel. And if somebody happened to find me and they happen to say shout out to Messi, then I appreciate y'all. That's it. That's all. But this social media thing, I feel like sometimes it's got people in a chokehold. Like people just gonna do whatever, anytime, all the time. I mean, we can all say, whoever can say whatever right now. You know what I mean? Now that all this has come out and this is what's going on or whatever. But she just spoke those words and said that if he was talking about coming for content, if he a sleazebag allegedly, and I'm using that word, if he ain't ish, he got a stable, he this, he that, it wouldn't even matter to me. Even if he was talking about content, because what I got to see you for as far as content is concerned, technically, what I got to see you for content. We could do this shit on StreamYard, Zoom, eStream. Shout out to BT. We just did content together. I forget, whatever, Ecamm. Child. Uncle Rick said, sis, that part of it though, it always exposes itself. It's how I know people just be talking, talk, and it almost always blows up. I agree.
Yeah. I'm asking like, what we on? What you on? Come to Detroit for what? I heard it's so cold in the D. Fuck you want me out there for? What difference does it make? He's a pimp. Or at least a wannabe. And unfortunately, he got one with Mika.
All the more reason why what would I need to go out there for him, with him, even if it's for content, if he's a PIMP, allegedly.
Being successful in this space is definitely a goal of mine, for sure. But
like O'Shea said, O'Shea Jackson, the Duke, when he was speaking about Mika, you have to make your own way. You got to do your own content. You can't be do well off of somebody else because somebody else said, or because somebody else said to go follow that person. If you ain't got nothing that somebody wants to take a look at, then what you gonna do? And success is defined differently. That's what other people don't seem to understand as well. Success for being on social media is defined differently by different people. Shout out to those of us that work full time. When people running off at the mouth, they don't take that shit into consideration. They don't take the shit into consideration that there's some people that have all the time in the world. They don't work. They can do this all the time. They're obviously going to be more successful. Shout out to the mastermind. That's something we learned long ass time ago. And I hate to be putting out the secrets. Hopefully I'm not. Forgive me, TLA, if you think that's what I'm doing. But if you got all day and half the night in order to do this, you're clearly going to be more successful than someone that doesn't. If you have help, you're clearly going to be more successful than others. Y'all don't think about that. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. Y'all don't think about that type of time and type of stuff. You got kids, you got babies. That's going to make a big difference as well. So while everybody always talking about, because somebody just had something to say about you ain't as successful as Kevin Samuels. Why would I be as successful as Kevin Samuels? And you don't know what my goals are. Like, that's the other thing. Everybody got different daggone goals. You don't know what my goals are. You are projecting. Just because that's what y'all think. Each content creator got their own responsibilities, what they think is successful, what they want to do, how much time they have to put forth into it, and what they got going on outside of freaking YouTube, for example. See, some of y'all are so fucking stuck, you don't even think. It's the same thing over and over and over again that I keep saying over and over and over again. All y'all think about is the right here and the right now, and that will get you right here, right now. You don't be thinking about tomorrow. You don't be thinking about next week. You don't be thinking about 6 months. You don't be thinking about a year. All y'all do is think about the right fucking now. One of the main reasons why there's so many issues in the community, because nobody thinks about the fucking future. You don't make plans for down the road. I've come up with a plan every single month on what I want to do on YouTube, the goals, how much time I have, where I can get help at, what I want to do, and where I want to invest the time. Not to mention the fact that some of us that are running more than one fucking channel, that's another thing to keep in mind. No, y'all don't know nothing. Y'all swear you know so fucking much and don't know nothing. That is the small-minded, non-business-minded people that I see all the time, because all you got to do is talk and I can point you out single time. Swear you know so much, swear you can tell somebody else what to do. What the fuck have you produced? You're running off at the fucking mouth telling somebody else what the hell they need to do.
I don't need to put myself in nefarious situations or a situation that'll make me look bad just because the person that's asking me to hang out got a bunch of followers and a bunch of subscribers because he like to talk shit. No. So if he's DMing me like this, I know for sure if he's DMing any of these other women, it ain't on no professional nothing. It ain't business. He trying to holler. Okay? Of course he's gonna frame it that way. But the fact that you couldn't even tell me the reason why you wanted me to come to Detroit after we have been going head to head with each other damn near every show. You want to talk to me? That lets me know I bring value to you. But you're not going to use me to look like one of your little honeydews, your little honey dips. Oh, no. So yeah, y'all, that's why I'm like, you can't fool me, because the way he moved, it's not professional. It's not. Flat out. But let's keep going. That was my little story I wanted to share. I got asked to get flown out too. And I was like, for why? And he was like, bitch, never mind. He was like, man, fuck it. Damn, Jazz, shit. Yeah. And best believe I was bringing my nigga. What? Yeah, make sure you give me a room. I'm gonna bring my man. Because he helped me with my business. I bet you I wouldn't have been able to come.
Angry Man posed a possibility. Angry Man posed a possibility that Anton Daniels himself basically like alluded to.
I said before, I don't know Anton and Rita's relationship dynamic. For all we know, she could be of the mind she don't care if he kick it with chicks. For all we know, she could be of the mind she don't care if he's flirtatious. We don't know. And we don't know how far that goes. We don't know how far her tolerance of whatever goes. We don't know what type of arrangement. Bro, let me tell you something. In my lifetime, and I'm not saying this is their arrangement. I'm just going to keep it funky.
Let's get to it. And I'm going to tell you what really happens. I'm going to tell you what really happens. You don't want to hear it because you know it's the truth.
You're not even speaking your real truth right now.
I'm going to speak my real truth. I'm going to tell you. I call my fucking wife and she'll tell you what's really happening.
And let me show you this shit. Anton Daniels going back and forth with Mr. 1950 about how many hoes he got.
Child, the need to prove some shit to the internet, I just can't.
But who can get the most bitches? That's what men do. We do that. You know what I'm saying? It's childish. I know women, y'all got y'all thing, but we flexing. Nigga, I got more hoes than you. I can get more than you, especially you, Anton. But he's trying to prove to goddamn Mr. 1950 he'll fly him out, and they can go hoe hunting. You feel me? As a married woman. But check this out.
I'm the guy that you know that you could not.
Oh shit! Who the hell is this? Do y'all know who 1950 is? I've never heard of him. I thought he was talking about Corey.
But check this out.
I'm the guy that you know that you could not touch in that lane. Oh, okay. Or you can have all the money in the world, but that shit don't matter when it comes to these bitches. You know it. You know it. Let me.
I thought that Kevin Samuels said, and even if I'm not mistaken, Fresh and Fit, y'all let me know, that you need to focus on yourself, get your money up, get yourself into shape, and the women will come thereafter. Is that not what was said? Don't be focusing on biatches until you get to where you need to be. Was that not the message? Am I crazy? Isn't that what he was saying? Child, I feel like that's kind of what Coach says a lot of the times. Leave these biatches alone. You ain't even got your own place, ninja. What you sitting up here trying to think that some woman's supposed to submit to you and you still living with your mom? That was a damn conversation that that Kevin had with somebody on his show, a dude. What now these are like, I don't know this Mr. 1950 person. I don't know him at all. I never heard this man until today. But I'm just saying, enough people around these parts was definitely listening to Kevin Samuels and going all in with what he was saying. Is that not what he was saying? Did I misinterpret?
Let me say this.
You know it.
Wait.
Now we cooking.
No. This is beautiful. I like.
Oh, he knows what we talking about. He knows.
Here's the thing. Don't worry about it, Miss Kim. I got a fleet of hoes right now.
Man, you don't got no fleet of. Man, stop it.
Calm down, cowboy. Let me get my thoughts on it.
I got no bitches, nigga. You think a nigga with hoes? Do you know a man that gets women knows motherfuckers that don't? Anton, it's cool. You on social media, bro. Just say that. Just say that, bro. I'm just telling you, dog. I'm not gonna let you get away with that, man. Come on, dog. You ain't getting no bitches, nigga. Nigga, let's go. I'm coming to Detroit. Let's see. Hey, I'm coming to Detroit. When do you want me to come to Detroit? Me and you. Put it on social media. I'm coming to Detroit. 50 coming to Detroit, and let's find out.
Okay, so I tell you what. Okay,
let's find out.
I'm gonna let him finish saying what he's gonna say.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. My bad. I'm disrespecting the battle. Go ahead, man.
No, it's cool. Like I was saying, I got a fleet of hoes right now that will come and finesse you out of your socks, nigga. That's number one. Okay. And anybody in Detroit, whether I was in high school all the way up until right now, know who I am in real life. Now, I don't have to yell to get my point across.
I mean, so I feel it in your breath. You're breathing hard.
I thought you was gonna be quiet for 5 seconds.
My bad, Bo. Yo, go ahead.
I will send you a first-class ticket to Detroit, nigga.
I'm ready.
All you got to do is DM me. Listen. I will have a cameraman follow us around, and I will embarrass every last one of you gamed up niggas.
Oh, let's get busy.
Hold on, let me finish. Because I know that y'all think that y'all got it. I seen you niggas on y'all little men's trips. You niggas is corny. Cornballs. You niggas is the corniest niggas that I ever seen in my life. Everybody that be sitting in your audience, them niggas look like they play video games all day. Nigga, you can't stand in front of people like me. You will never come to my city. I will send you a flight. I will embarrass you. And understand this. When you get done being embarrassed, you better call me the king.
But then Anton go into this, I don't know what this nigga obsession is with flying niggas out or women out. And then he gonna tell Mr. 1950, I'm gonna fly you out like one of my baddies. Then he started calling him baby girl after the fact he knew it was a slip. Why would you say that to a grown man? You trying to be funny, But the true thoughts might have slipped through the goddamn cracks.
Let me ask you this, Anton. Let me ask you this. As a businessman, you need to have experience in order.
Is this a I guess this is a Anton show, right? Because I see 2K and Quentin. Is this a Room 9 show or whatever? Child, this I can't keep up. Oh, this was Fight Club? Okay, so this is old. All right. Well, shout out to 2K and his beard. Thanks for the confirmation. Shout out to Lauren. Thank you so much, dude. As always, thank you so much for your support. Always appreciate you. He said we all grown, right? I don't know. Allegedly, child. A man who runs a business with actual like talks. Let's keep it a buck. We all watch videos of a man who says all the quiet parts out loud of what his real intentions and goal is involving women. A man that says men are his sons is questionable. I'm gonna let y'all hash that out. I'm gonna let you sassy straights hash that out in the comments. I don't know nothing. Because all of this is going to a level that I'm just looking like, are you freaking kidding me at this point? But child, yeah, we're going to talk about what the fuck. Absolutely. We just got to get the real stuff in before we get to the foolishness at this point, okay? Because we can't just be focused on this foolishness because we need to know what's going on, all right? But yeah, this is wild. This is wild and continues to get wilder with every daggone video. And just think, tomorrow is Tuesday. Tuesday. Can't imagine what's going to come out tomorrow, child. Cannot imagine what's going to come out tomorrow. Thank you so much for your generosity as always. You the stream sponsor. Again, thank you so much. Y'all make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
To be successful, or can you just come in and be successful right away? Do you need experience? Do you need experience in knowing what you're doing? I'm letting you get your thoughts on it. I'm just saying, because you know you need experience to know what you're doing when it comes to women. You don't know what you're doing at time. And I don't know why you believe, I don't know who told you. First of all, you may have people around you that fuck with you because you got dollars. That's fake. That's not genuine. So what I'm telling you is, I'm telling you straight up, man to man, when I come down there, I'm gonna extend my hand, but let's go. And keep it live. We're not gonna edit. We're not gonna cut this, that, no. Let's keep it live. And when I'm telling you, and I don't mind you talking about them. That's only, I'm talking about me and you. I'm talking about 50 to Anton Daniels. We can see what's happening, man. I'm ready for it, man. I will DM you tonight. We can talk about it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I said Papa Street and said tell that too, man. You want to leave with your boots nice and fit. I'm not gonna even talk about it. I'm gonna just do it. I don't have to go back and forth. I'm not about to prove myself. I don't pillow talk. I don't talk about what it is that I do in the bedroom and all of that shit. I ain't gotta prove how many women that I have on my team or the fleet or anything. I don't talk about that. All we gonna do is we gonna just play it. We gonna play it out.
What do you mean you don't talk about what you do in the bedroom, my nigga? Are you insinuating that you and your wife bring women to y'all bedroom?
How did you jump to that? Goodbye, hypocrite. How did he jump to that conclusion? Child, I ain't even gonna say nothing, child. But I don't even understand how he jumped to that damn conclusion. What are we talking about right now?
Is that because that was just random? That was random. That's why people think your wife gay now, nigga.
Child, what you just said was random. You just jumped to, oh my God. Duh.
This performing and shit is starting to affect other people name, image, and likeness that's connected with you. Because you
don't say that, because then Corey gonna hear it, and then that's a whole, oh no, hypocrite. Come on now, stop this. Can y'all believe when did this start? In January? Whoever said we about to go into March, we about to go into March with this. Romella say he out messy, right? For real. Uncle Rick, are you gonna do a car chronicle today, child? We might need to hear from Uncle Rick today. Everybody make sure we're supporting Uncle Rick, following him, child, because I would love to hear a truck chronicles today. Lauren said, I'm gonna say this all the men and women on this platform, on his platform. What the hell y'all scared of? This man real effing talk. Because if this man got that much power over his panel like that, it's hella questionable. They get paid. Get paid. That's enough of this. Shut up. So, appreciate the video. They get paid for this. So just like the rest of us, they got to do whatever it is that you know supposed to do as far as when you get paid to do a job. So I'm gonna assume that that's the reason why. You know what I mean? I can't do it. It's too much. It's too much. But at least we learned something today. Okay, y'all, make sure you work on getting the Somalis reparations. And if you're going to Mexico, let us know. All right. If you're going to Mexico, let us know. Chronicleize it, and I will follow you. We need to see what's going on. Boots on the ground, as Obsidian says. All right. Anyway, y'all, let me get back to work. Y'all get back to work too. I'll be back this evening, probably closer to 6 p.m. EST. Be there or be square. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Lawrence, stream sponsor. I appreciate you, Boo. Shout out to everyone that donated today. Thank y'all very, very much. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Hype this video. I see you all in the next one.